It's funny how you can tell that you have a higher testosterone level than other so-called men by their stance on guns and other rights granted to you by your creator. You see, every single one of these so-called males that are on social media and the news saying things like, you can't bring a loaded firearm to a protest, or just comply and you won't die, are really nothing more than cowardly little bitches for the government. They all talk a big game and make themselves look tougher than what they really are, but in reality, they're all just fragile little bitches that are scared of actual freedom and only want an America that's as free as their president allows. You see, they don't believe in separation of power. They believe in power centralized to the executive branch. They want an America that's ruled by a dictator, not a servant of the people. Every constitutional violation, every right snuffed, each person treated like an illegal for simply having an accent, is the type of freedom they believe in. Freedom that's given and taken by the government, because to them, that is their God. The state is their God. The government is their higher authority. The Supreme Court are their archangels, and civil servants their choir. To them, the government and the state are the same as the church and God. It's the same ruling authority of the cross and the crown from back in the day. The very same authority that so many Americans fought against during the Revolutionary War. You must understand that these types of voices, every single one of these social media influencers and news broadcasters, are being paid for by the government to manipulate and control you. They want you fighting amongst each other, because as long as you're occupied with the left versus right mindset, you're never concentrating on the real enemy to your freedom and way of life, which are the very same people that you voted into power. The media rebranded Elon Musk during Trump's third presidential campaign from a World Economic Forum young global leader into a First Amendment-driven freedom fighter during his purchase of Twitter. But anyone that isn't part of the MAGA cult can see that Twitter, or X as it's now called, is nothing more than an echo chamber for right-wing conspiracies and blatant lies that cover for constitutional violations. It's a modern-day ministry of truth in a way, and it's the same with Trump's Truth social media platform. Algorithms control what you see in your feed, and consequently, what you believe to be true. Social media platforms and podcasts have replaced the nightly news, creating a generation of people that blindly trust paid-off media influencers more than their own discernment or intuition. The ultimate goal with all of this, of course, is control. The control of a population, the steering of humanity, the herding of the masses to a predetermined goal. It's a global agenda that was given the name of Agenda 21, the agenda for the 21st century. We are currently in the middle of the Agenda 2030 phase. You have been, and are currently now, being manipulated. Like a rat in a maze, the cheese is already placed. You're just following the scent, not realizing the matrix was built around the cheese in the very same cage that keeps you trapped. We must stay vigilant during this time. Powerful groups that don't have your best interests at heart are spending billions of taxpayer dollars to manipulate and control you. They want you weak. They want you compliant. They want you dependent. They want you as free as they allow you to be. And they want you to see that as the only way there is.
Wakey, wakey, gentlemen.